Alright. Hi everyone. It is me, Jordan Long here, or Jordan Mulan Long here. And today I'm going to talk about, why everybody wants the Apple iSpeaker with Apple iOS. And how they think how all the showings like to say that it's greater than any other Y speaker that is made by Google or LG or Samsung or Selvamania or Motorola or the sundry other makers of it. And I know all the other ones run Google Android, which is as good as Apple iOS, but don't tell them that. When you tell someone you have a Y speaker or a wireless Y speaker, the first one they think the first one that comes to mind, or at least the one that they think, oh well, it's got to be an Apple iSpeaker with Apple iOS. It can't be all the other sundriest ones. And that's the one you always hear folks talk about. Like that's the the greatest one out there. But anything that a Apple one can do, a Google, Motorola, LG, Samsung, and Cellmania can do too. So it starts out something like this. So you got a Y speaker now. Oh yeah, the first Y speaker I ever got. I got it, last year as a gift. Through Comcast. Because believe it or not, Comcast is now not only an interweb or a wire, or a far speaker feed keeper, but they're also a keeper of getting a Y speaker feed. Well, that's cool. Like which one is it? Oh, it's a Motorola LG player with Google Android. Oh well, I thought it would be a Apple iSpeaker with Apple iOS. Are you crazy, William? You crazy Spike? I never worked any Apple things in my life, except what was at the Learn back in the day, and those were the early ones. Beyond that, no. Yeah. So what cool things does it come with? Oh, the interweb. A shooter to either take likenesses or film something. You get the talk, you get the tides, you get the word wire. You could even talk to someone by a film talk if you hit their speaker at the same time. If you hit your Y speaker, if you hit your film speaker, and someone on the other end wants to make it a film call, then it can become a film call. If not, it only becomes one of those calls where you can hear someone but they can't hear you. Well, I guess I could understand that if they were happened to be somewhere and no other folks wanted to be on film, because when you are making a film call, you are really shooting. Well, you're not filming the call, but it's still a film call. Ever took it up on that? No. I never did. And some tools are more smoother than others. Like, to send a tide and make a call, which seems to be the more smoother out of the two things to do. When doing a word wire, that always seems to be the hardest thing to do. And it's like, I don't care if it's Google or Apple or or LG or Samsung or Selvamania or Motorola. And I don't care if it's Google Android or Apple iOS. Every time you set up your word wire, it either A, works or doesn't work. I mean, yeah. After you fuck around with it a little, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, what's it look like? Oh, you want me to show it to you? Yeah, Jordan, showing what this Y speaker looks like. And you saw this Y speaker many times. Well, not as many times. See, That's what it looks like when it has its locked, thing. And that's what it looks like. Well, no, I shift the wall sheet and put Sailor Moon on it. That wasn't the wall sheet it first had. And you can see in the back, they got like 3 shooters. When really it should only be 2. Well, that one looks good. I mean, that's a good one. You know what, Jordan? I didn't think Comcast was a wireless far speaker feed giver. Well, they are. And Comcast has a good deal. You don't get stuck in some kind of helping deal that you have. You know how some givers have it where you have to, if you get a deal with them, and you're stuck with, yielding for their their Y speaker feed for so many years, even if it's not good, you don't like it or whatever. Well, Comcast doesn't do that. They don't have that. I know Metro likes to go around, and Invisible or Unseen likes to say they don't, bind you to a working deal. Well, Comcast doesn't either. Yeah, but it doesn't mean much. Like, you still got to yield I guess $60 or so a month, and that's for keeping the help on. Keeping the interweb feed on, the Tide, the interwebs. The word wire feed going. Yeah, and that's how it goes. Well, who do you think came up with the deal first? Comcast or Metro or Unseen? I don't know. Someone came up with the deal, don't bind you to a working deal if you don't like it. Someone came up with it first. I don't know who. Well, that's good to know. So if you like this film, then follow me over here at the Jordan Long Fairway. Don't forget to share, thumb up, and playlist this film. And if you haven't seen my other film yesterday, welcome, do so by watching this film over here. And it seems that I don't have as many followers as you think I would have for doing this for 10 years. If you want to become a follower of my work, you can hit that bind and that ringer, and it should, when it works right, show you when the next upload, live stream, or short's been done. I, Jordan Long, or Jordan Mulan Long, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Farewell.